six of high school football in the area, and you are watching the YSN Audible Call presented by Athletics, and we are in Athletics with you for it. We have Eric on the ones and twos, as always, Mike Swinehart in the studio, as well as Radar, and Scotty is mic'd up today because we don't have Mike Ackelson. Scotty, you're playing a new role.
Yeah, backup quarterback. So not gonna try to outdo Mike. Just gotta be a star in the role.
I think Scotty might take his job by the end of the day, but might have to tell Mike don't come back. Who knows? But we have a slate of great games. 25 on the network tonight. We do have an update. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, we will not be able to bring you the Hubbard versus Struthers game live tonight, but it will be on our scoreboard, and you can check it out at ysnlive.com/scores. That scoreboard for Scotty. Do you remember from the show? Scoreboard?
Scoreboard presented by Burnett Pools, Spas, and Hot Tubs. We've got it all.
Nailed it. All right, let's keep going. Scotty, what games are you looking forward to tonight? There's a couple of big ones.
Yeah, there is a couple of big ones. Of course, we were talking about off the air about South Range and Poland. That's going to be a big one. I also want to see if Canfield, they can stay unbeat against Hickory.
Hickory Dickory Duck.
Yeah.
And one of the ones that I think I'm looking forward to that's a little bit under the radar, no pun intended, radar. I'm really liking this Lowville versus Middle Ridge. I think Lowville struggled a lot, and I know you know that as a Lowville grad. But I think they're right there on like the doorstep of success. They've been kind of close the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
this feels like a little bit of a trap game for Middle Ridge. He's been playing well the last couple of weeks, going on the road for the first time in a while.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Lowville's been knocking at the door. It's just about finishing now for the Rockets.
Also, Scotty, another premier game that I'm looking forward to, Boardman at Cardinal Mooney. That one will be at Stambaugh Stadium. That one's going to be a fun one. Matt Romeo and Vince Tatey are going to be on the call there. We have, like I said, 25 games on the network. Most of those games have a pair of announcers on them. So we're going to let them do most of the work tonight. We'll be in every now and then to talk about some big things that happen. But like we do on the Audible Call, we go from game to game to game, and we let the announcers do the work. Let's go and start our night in Latonia, Bear Country. The Bears are hosting United. It's Derek Rhodes and Alex Bertolin on the call. And here you go.
Golden Eagles are coming out firing on all cylinders.
We've said this before. You always see a different look. Every week, Coach O puts something different in there. So the tape from last week ain't the same. He's always got another wrinkle. He's building on that offense every week. Now we go three backs behind Brown. Handoff, that'll go to Mackay and Haynes off the left guard, and he's stood up at the 14. Going to give him a gain of 2. Second.
Nixon with the kick. Trexton Richards on the return.
And we are first and goal now from the 5. The Eagles huddling up on the ball. This is a different look. Now they'll break.
There's a goal line package.
Yeah.
No one love.
Schwartz, jet sweep, inside handoff. He goes off tackle and just gets down inside the 1. Second and goal, they'll mark him at like the 1.5, I think I see over there.
Devin Bates on the tackle. It's 3rd and short. Correction. That's good for a Pirate first down.
All right, well, we got a little rostering issue here with the Pirates, so we're trying to get things squared away. So looks like Sharish is back at quarterback here for the Pirates. Got a quad formation to the top. Sharish going to quick throw. Nope, he's going to draw. And he's got a lot of room to run. He's going to get across the 45 to the 48. Going to try to out formation the G-men here. Going to be close to another Pirate first down. And they're gonna call it another first down for the Pirates. So G-men have had the Pirates number over the last couple years. The game has not been close. So look for a lot of the same tonight. Once the G-men do get a hold of the ball. Pirates game plan, of course, as most teams' game plan is to keep the ball away from the G-men and that potent offense as much as possible. So here's a shift here, again, to another quads formation. You got a unbalanced situation down here. Tight end, Sharish again is going to run the ball, and he's going to get to cross the 50.
We'll call that 1 2nd and 9. Like Wyatt Swanson was in there putting the pressure on Johns. Tony will go 3 receivers left. Johns will roll that way, looking to throw again. He puts it up, it's intercepted. That is Sidney Casto, and he's got Green in front of him. He's across the 50 with blockers. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Eagles. We're going to call that an 80-yard interception return for a touchdown. And Sidney Casto.
Yeah, I'll say that's one heck of a response from that Eagles.
Wow. My goodness. So turnovers here early. And United cashes in on that one. Sidney Casto takes it to the house, 80 yards. Liam Jones on for the extra point attempt, and that is good. So, ladies and gentlemen,
go forwards to the 30-yard line and inside 20-yard line. Dancing, tiptoeing the sidelines, and out of bounds he goes after a Bulldog first down.
Usually he's straight up and down the field, but boy, he really saw where to cut or where to go outside. Made a great play out there and had some good blocking.
One of the captains for the Tigers, Jaron Jackson, able to limit the damage and make sure he doesn't go into the end zone. So nice job by Jackson, a multi-sport athlete for the Tigers. Ball inside the red zone here as Rutledge puts a man in motion. Takes a snap, he's going to go handoff. Schnell sidesteps, nice little, well, it's the L2 button. I know it from Madden. I don't even know, a juke maybe?
Yeah.
A shift, a hop, a skip, a jump, whatever it was, it worked.
Shift to the left.
And face mask against Wellsville, and that's going to move the chains again for East Palestine.
2 bad breaks for the Tigers on this opening drive.
Clock under 9:30 here in the first quarter. DJ Yoakley, Tim Figley with you. You said last time we called a game was about 5 years ago in the gym right behind us.
Yeah.
United East Palestine.
The Golden Eagles came.
He's over the 20. He's going to beat him into the end zone. A touchdown for Alex Caldwell.
And trying to Snell down. He is just on a tilt-a-whirl right now. He didn't have any coupons. He just gave the token and said, let's go for a ride.
That's the way he runs. I mean, he is, until they bring him down, his yards after contact would have to be a lot this year.
Atkins on the tackle for Wellsville. One receiver to each side. Rutledge calls for it. Handoff, and then Schnell is going to be taken down after a yard, and he's going to get down to the 3-yard line.
As good of a runner as he is, I'm actually impressed with this defense, the way they can bring him down that way. I mean, we know they've had a tough year, so for those linebackers to get him put those hits on there.
He'll get his first carry of the game here. Jones bullies ahead, trying to get to the marker. He fumbled the ball at the end of the play. We're waiting for an official signal from the referee. Union Local says they came away with the football.
In the trenches. See how that progresses. Here, 3rd down and goal from the 3. The pitch, right side, looking for space, cutting back in, and a touchdown for the Bulldogs.
As the tight end was covered by the outside receiver.
False start against the Pirates. It will false start against the Pirates.
That's false start and illegal formation are the same signals here. So it moves us back to the 39. So what the Pirates didn't want just happened. Now we're at a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. Clock's running.
Right away, behind that line of scrimmage, good pursuit by the Rebels up front.
And you just saw the Rebel defensive line absolutely swarm Rico Smith when he got right to the line of scrimmage, and they were not letting him get a single yard.
Ian Masher, 6'1", 268, led the charge on that right there.
That's a big boy.
It sure is. 4th and 2 now for the Warriors. Big down here early with 4 minutes to go in the first.
They're going for it.
And why not?
Why not? You're in great field position.
Hammond with Smith in the backfield. 2 far side receivers. Hammond looks to throw. Has his man, but a great defensive play is going to nullify that. Josh Smith on the tackle. And a turnover on downs for.
So back them up 10. And now this 3rd down going to be a lot longer. But actually, Liberty not even going to let them have
the tight end in the formation. He goes left to right on the motion. Foster to throw. Quick hitter. Riley, 1st down. It play works again. Riley out of bounds inside the 5. And it'll be 1st and goal for Beaver Local.
Wade Foster's pass was complete.
Second time they've gone with that quick hitting screen play to Zaven Riley on the sideline. Both times it works for a decent gain. That time
Line, it's be
they just needed 2 yards. Riley gives them about 7 for a first. And it's goal to go at the 6-yard line. So the Beavers looking to respond to the Jets' opening drive touchdown. Inside 7 minutes to play in the opening frame. Beaver Locals taking off about a little over 2 minutes of the opening quarter clock themselves. Foster, keeper right side, he got nothing. Maybe a yard to the 5-yard line, but it sets up
Wade
2nd down and goal.
Keeper, making the stop for the Jets, number 29, Ryder Gaynor. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal. No gain on the play.
So 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Maybe a
goal from the 5 for Mooney. Stack eye formation. Gentile's going to give to Dawson up the middle. And Dawson is going to slip another one. He's going to break to the near side. And he gets in for a touchdown. What a spin. What a move. Tyree
Foster as a tailback in a pistol formation. Foster play fakes, turns, spins, fires, wide open man, touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aiden Price makes the touchdown grab, and the Beavers are a PAT away from tying the game.
Foster's pass was complete to Aiden Price.
Braden Hall, the senior kicker, on for the extra point to try to tie us at 7 with 6 minutes even to play in the opening quarter. So the Beavers take off 2 minutes and 50 seconds of time in the opening kick. The Beavers are going to fake this one, at least try to, and it did not work.
Sidewinder. Ooh, it is good. Must have snuck in through the right side. We're all holding our breath up here. Yeah. Hard to tell. But the officials say we've got 3. So the first score of the game is it
because the receiver had some room to run.
3rd and 3 now. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter in a fast-moving first quarter. Chris Sigler and Logan Sarnas here with you from Brookfield tonight. An MVAC matchup.
And Proctor taken down at about the 46-yard line. That's a first down for the Rebel offense.
Good pickup of 7 there by Proctor on 3rd down, showing that burst of speed out over the right side. And they can hit you from a lot of different areas. This offense can this season. The Rebels 5-0, top team in Division 6, Region 21. Ahead of a familiar name, Kirtland. First down carry goes Proctor as he's taken down right at midfield. Good tackle.
And
Jacob Hodge on the stop.
to give you some score updates, Union.
All right. Bulldogs inside the 5-yard line. Last time they punched it in. Can they do it again?
We'll see if it stands, but Rogers takes the kick back for 6. Flag is back at the 26-yard line, and the officials are signaling everybody to come back. It is going to be a blocking penalty. Not sure if it's blocking.
Well, that makes the difference, so maybe that's what they're saying. And they're going to say it's a flag anyway. So guess what? We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, maybe a holding call there. Yeah.
And number 57, Aiden Crosby.
So that gives a little bit of a breather for Rutledge to come over and have a conversation with his head coach, who I believe also calls the plays, in Michael Dempster.
So premature on that touchdown call, but G-Men have the ball deep in Pirate territory. 1st and 10 at the Pirate 15-yard line. And this is going to be Ryder Kane up the middle. He's still rolling. Ryder Kane, touchdown. G-Men. 2:15 to go here in the opening.
Defense. Chanel right off the right side. Handoff. Chanel looking for space. Comes back towards the middle. He's in. I think the ball was lost. They're going to say touchback. What? They're going to say Chanel lost the football, and they signal a touchback, which will give Wellsville the football at the 20-yard line.
I think he was in the end zone twice, 2 plays in a row. Wow.
And usually you're going to see
shocking,
a conference, and there's the conference in the towards the goal line, and now they're going to have a conversation, and they're going to go with a touchback. So the Bulldogs look like they were presumably in the end zone twice.
Disciplined on defense and getting to tracking the guards a little better and making sure those gaps are accounted for.
So Vince Budo leads the huddle break as get ready for a huge 3rd down here for Boardman. I would think 4-down territory here as Budo's under center. He's going to have a man in motion at Smith. He's going to give it to his fullback. He's actually going to keep it once again, and Mooney sniffs it out, and they stuff him maybe for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that time it was number 10, Brian Lyons, finishing off the play that the defensive line is just kind of getting off the ball a little faster than Boardman's offensive line at the moment, getting that separation, establishing contact and momentum before they can. And that's really the key to any battle, no matter what offenses and defenses are lining against each other. So decision time for the Spartans.
And they are going to, in fact, show that they're going to go for it at least. And it looks like they were pretty emphatic about actually running a play here. So they'll officially call it last one a loss of 2. It's 4th down and goal here from the 4-yard line. Big play in this one early on. 2:25 remaining here in the first. Wing T formation. Budo under center. Got Smith to his left. And he's got Mitchell, and it looks like we're going to get a false start.
As McCoy going to hand off to Norquist again. Norquist going to push up the gut. Norquist keeps those legs turning as he's going to get a push from the offensive lineman, and Jensen Norquist gets into the end zone for the Clippers. And Columbiana capitalizes off that bad snap on the punt.
Maybe we had too many guys in motion at the time, but nonetheless, it's going to bring on the kicker for Boardman here. That's going to be number 28, Oswaldo Salinas. Good snap, and it's blocked. Mooney is going to try to return it. It was blocked, tipped up in the air. It's number 10. That's your boy, Coach. And he is brought down at the 24. Number 10.
That's Brian Lyons coming up again.
It's happened against Hubbard. It's happened against Lakeview. It happened against Ravenna earlier in the year.
That was about a 20-yard gain, but he ran about 60. The lefty quarterback, Mickles, going towards the end zone. He's got Hill. Hill caught it over a Dragon defender. No, he dropped it incomplete. Almost.
Completes it, but it looks like it might be fumbled, and they're going to give him the catch. Finchie makes the strong hit. Jake
taking a shot, testing this Niles secondary. That's the one thing Niles' defense has had going for them throughout the entire year is their secondary can match up one-on-one in the pass game and be able to, if you've...
And this handoff goes to Thompson. Thompson goes up the middle. It'll be third down for the Cowboys after about a gain of 5.
As I was saying before that run, Niles has the playmakers to be able to play some balls over the top, knock down some of those passes. They've had a good secondary that's able to get some coverage deep, but this run defense has to win the game.
Athleticism down the sideline, outran a couple Quakers. Fortunately, one had an angle. Didn't see the number from my vantage point who that was that drove him out of bounds. But very fortunate were the Quakers on that.
Ball's handed off this time. It's Hawkins again. Hawkins now looks to the end zone. He's in there for a touchdown. So Alliance goes right down the field.
Through a couple Dragon defenders and gets the first down for Cheney. Nickel just lowered his shoulder and into the red zone for Cheney. 6:09 to play here in quarter number 1.
This Cowboys offense is going to come at you with a lot of misdirection. Mickle's going to have a lot of keepers, or they're going to use Dwayne Thompson Jr. out of the backfield. 2 speedy guys that they're going to be able to try and spread out the Niles defense, get outside. And
I've played 54-yard drive, extra point on the way, and the extra point by D'Angelo Fisk is good. And with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter, Alliance 7, Salem 7.
Nothing, Cheney.
This Cheney offense just making a miss, just able to break some tackles. Niles, just the fundamentals and being able to tackle in open space. That's where Cheney wants to attack them. They want to force one-on-one situations with these Niles defenders and be able to make some moves to get away.
Gomez comes out to kick for his second extra point. White holds it. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and Cheney takes a 14-0 lead with 5:43 to go. You're watching your Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
At Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, you can afford to...
Defensively, these kids are just taught, like, get to your area, settle, find a ball, find a person. And when it's late, kind of wheel, it kind of clears out the corner. Just Pearson just overthrew it just a little bit. Algiers unable to get under it.
Yeah, you had some separation there, but like you said, Sam, a little overthrown. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Pearson, my fault. Pearson is going to keep it.
That's a good job up front from Lakeview.
Yeah, gain of about 2 there.
Wait to see who this young fella is to get up. 86. Nicholas Townsend for Lakeview, first there. For Lakeview, that's a good play.
Okay, so 3rd and 9 for Gerard. Gerard definitely feels comfortable in 3rd and long.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there, but they're comfortable.
Yeah, you don't need to go for it all, and they don't.
And a big play from Braxton Sloan, the pass from A.J. Pearson. Move the chains on 3rd and long. That'll bring up a new set of downs. So 3rd and 9, Gerard converts, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first.
Yeah, so we're locked in here, 0-0. A couple turnovers for both teams. Not real clean from either side, a little sloppy from both guys, but that is the end of the first quarter. Gerard just converts a 3rd and about 10, and they got a new set of sticks, and we will see what they can do with the football once we get back from our commercial break.
At Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, you can...
For the Red Dragons, the band's trying to get the crowd pumped up and the players going as they're down 14. As the Dragons will start their 3rd possession of the ball game. Talking to Coach Jim Perry of the Dragons, he's like, despite Cheney record, they're one of the better teams the Dragons have seen this year.
And the Dragons have an are still going to see a lot of very good teams this year playing in the NE8. It's not an easy conference to play in. A lot of stacked teams who are looking to make some big playoff runs this year.
Here comes Lehman. We had a whistle. Okay, Lehman takes it off. He hands it to Brohl. And Brohl's he is met immediately by Pat Gett. And I think that we felt that hit up in the booth here, Sean.
Brohl went head first. He wasn't afraid to take a hit. He wasn't afraid to keep going. Kind of looked like Cam Scadaboo with the New York Giants and what we saw on him on Sunday Night Football.
I fell asleep during that game. I was tired.
You got an 8 p.m. bedtime?
I'm old, Sean. I'm old. Some of us didn't graduate. Some of us weren't born in the 2000s. All right, Lehman, 2nd and 6 for the Dragons from the 29. Hands off to Brohl again. Brohl goes up the middle. He will get about.
Around the 20, down to the 19. As Grant Miner calls his own number, makes it down to the 19 with 2:12 remaining.
That was a 23-yard run there by Miner.
Ball is at the Valley Christian 19-yard line. First down and 10, Blue Devils.
Miner in the shotgun again. Looks to his coach.
We don't even have enough time up here to talk about what we just saw.
Yep. So we got just a ton of room in the middle of the field here.
He did not get out of bounds. Right at the 15-yard line.
Number there.
Yeah. Is that angle?
Yep. Good job.
Yeah, he set the edge. Just held his ground. Just wait for guys to run to the football. Tough kid, man. A couple weeks that we've been with Lakeview, I like what I see from this kid.
Yep. You can tell he's laboring a little bit out there, but he's still sticking his nose in there and trying to make play.
So 2nd and goal here for the Indians. Pearson alone in the backfield. He keeps it up the middle, bounces it out, and he is in. So A.J. Pearson opens up the scoring here in Girard, makes it 6-0.
Yeah, when you move around and behind the formation, you make the defense move their eyes a little bit. And
we have an injury timeout on the field, so we'll be back after this message.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to our Boardman location and pregame with us with dollar beers starting at 3 p.m. Also want to stay and watch the game? We'll have it live for you. That's Coca's Pizza.
Makes it 7-0 Girard. The PAT is good.
Space.
So just
over. Got off a few defenders. He broke a few guys, and they got him down there right there at about the 13-yard line.
Shows you what the junior is capable of. You give him a crease, he'll make you pay. And the Warriors once again deep inside Crestview territory at the 13. Hammond keeps it himself straight up the middle, and the D-line at Crestview flexes their muscles as there's no room to go there on first down. Good stop in the middle by Shane Bacon.
And for me,
goes down. 1 yard loss on the play. Will bring up a 2nd and 11 at the Longhorn 28-yard line.
I come up with a creative. I ain't doing it.
Nice read by Carter Hopkins as he took on that blocker and then went right after the tackle.
I just wanted Maddie to look at me.
Out of bounds at the 14. May have lost a yard on the play.
And that's a great play by the Rebel defense for not only shutting the pass down, but shutting down the area where Hammond would have ran to. And that ultimately benefited them as they now force the Warriors at a 3rd and long. Chris is now outside of the press box.
This is if anybody's ever been to Brookfield, this is my first trip to Brookfield. It's a great facility. This is beautiful here.
Beautiful field. I've never been to Brookfield.
I've never been here either, and this is great. New field this year. The turf looks great. George A. Nicholas Field here at Brookfield. Used to be the soccer field, and they made it now the permanent home of the Brookfield Warriors football team as well. 3rd down now for the Warriors. Fake. Hammond drops back. Good head fake. Keeps it himself. He's got daylight in front of him. He's over the 10, 5, touchdown, Warriors.
And that is a huge play by Hammond, the quarterback. And like we said, getting the O-line, opening up holes, getting him loose. And I can't help but admire the light show that's going on right now at Brookfield. I've never seen this at a high school game.
Big score by the Warriors. Blake Hammond, 14 yards for the touchdown to put Brookfield on top, 6-0 over Crestview.
If you would have told me going into this game that it would have been 6-0 with Brookfield leading this late in the second quarter, I would have been like, you're insane, because this Rebel offense is explosive.
Hats off to this Warriors team right here in the first quarter as they've come to play.
The momentum is definitely in their direction, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon.
Brody Smith.
View at Window Depot. We believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle. Our experienced team handles everything.
You know, misdirection, fake the handoff to the running back, and get some guys out in front of the quarterback. Quick update: Girard now up, or I'm sorry, Poland now up 14-0 over South Range early in the second quarter at South Range.
Lance, again, trying to drive the Bulldogs down the field, even up the score here. Angle with the handoff. I'll tell you, I think that's Allen has Cardona. I talked about the block that he laid on that last
the touchdown.
But he took on a blocker and also made the tackle simultaneously there.
When you got a guy that big and that good, you can almost account for 2 gaps from one player.
Yeah, the Girard defensive front, definitely tough.
They just look like they're big, but they just look athletic.
Yeah. And sometimes that's what it takes defensively, is more athleticism and speed on the defensive side.
Yep. Got that QB power, but nothing going there for Lakeview.
Yeah, that A-gap to A-gap is just, like you said, clogged by Littell. Couple off.
I said, I'll come back to that here if we. It looks like we're going to get a. They're going to measure. He's calling for measurement. Looks like.
Measurement? My God, he wanted.
Oh no, they're moving them.
Move them chains.
But I said yes, you can tackle. That's kind of the crux. Tackle the quarterback. Tackle. Anyone that is vicinity of the football is fair game.
Yep, drop them all.
Absolutely. He's a young coach. He's going to be a good one.
Right.
He watches a lot of film. 22. Played at Mooney.
It is young. Coca with the handoff to Panunzio. Panunzio around the outside.
Oh, that looked like a horse collar.
Oh, man, he clotheslined him. I mean, there must be the Hickory Headhunters. I don't know. Good Lord.
No, they're the Hornets.
Are you sure? I don't know about after that play.
Little do I know.
Apparently.
I mean, I could be wrong.
That's dangerous.
Chucks it up, and that is intercepted. Number 26, Rodney Robinson, the senior, with the big interception on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. There's a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on Lakeview.
Played here. Oh, Economist gets tripped up.
That was Gabe Miller, my friend.
Oh, was it?
Gabe
I heard
Miller,
Economist.
the bull.
You are correct. Now we're even.
I love when he runs the ball, man. He's a throw, but he's like a Tom Rathman, Mike Allstott type of runner.
But Anthony Mazzella is the player. He graduated a couple years ago, and Tim Smick, though, used to have the neck roll. It's in our yearbook. I'll never forget the thing. It was for, like, Andre the Giant.
Yes.
Well,
they were great. We had a guy here, and
a
little extracurricular there.
Well, decision time for Coach Ignazio, and it looks like we're going to kick. This is almost identical to where the Hornets were. Oh, nope.
Or not, it's first down.
Yeah, penalty up, penalty back. Bulldogs take it where they need to. Great run, by the way.
Schnell running with some purpose that time. Not that he doesn't any other time, but there was certainly some extra motivation for Zach Schnell, that trip down the sideline.
Absolutely.
Gabe Miller.
Up,
Panunzio. Around the outside.
That's enough for a.
Let out his back to the left side this time. Handoff. Near side, looking on the end around. Looking for space still, and inside the 5-yard line to the 4 and out of bounds.
Man, Plum wanted that so bad. He looked up. He had his nose to the goal line. They just got him out.
Jaron Jackson credited with the tackle.
Oh, that's great pressure there. Blitz up the center, and they're going to get Panunzio right near the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall.
And whistles blow, and there's a flag from the far sideline.
See what's going to happen here.
To grab it, but he's going to be taken down for a loss of about 8.
We are now out of the Scouting Ohio red zone.
We are just out of the red zone, but we're back to the 22, so bring up a 3rd and 15 for the Cards. Well, it's Coach Snyder having his deck of cards here.
I'll tell you, one play we haven't seen in a while.
Couple grooves and 6 more points. Touchdown, East Palestine.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go.
There. And A.J. Pearson goes 21 yards to the left side. Gobbled up a little bit, was able to find some space down the sideline and scores from 21 yards out. So, A.J. Pearson, you look at the
nice catch there by
now
Bryce Roberts.
4th down, and now
bring out the leg. We got a player down there for Hickory.
So we're going to get some time to think about it, Coach Joe.
Yeah, see what he has to say.
We'll take a break here and come back from Bob Dove on
Your Sports Network.
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Yours?
Miami did a great job getting off the block from looks like the wide receiver there.
So now 2nd down and 9 for Champion. Let's see what the Flashes come up with here on this play. Zach Morris under center for Champion.
and
flag on the play.
Looks like that'll move Champion back even more. Champion offense not doing too hot here in this game.
No, can't. Not being able to move the ball. What do you think about the Guardians?
This has been a heck of a season for me calling games, and there was a flag on the play.
Wyatt Hart with the give. Good stop on that left side. Hunter Hoskin in there in a hurry. Waiting on the call is the official walking over to the Brookfield sideline to talk to head coach Randy Clark.
And like I was saying, like, it's been a great year calling games so far. I've had great games, called 5 games. This is my 5th, and 3 out of those 5 have been close. This has been a close game. Then I had the Liberty Crestview game. That came down to the final seconds. And then I had the overtime thriller week 1 with Springfield Lakeview on the winning field goal.
It could turn very, very ugly in my opinion. So 3rd and 16, under 3 minutes to go.
At the 5 now.
And it'll now be a 2nd and 2, 2nd and 1.
A lot of confusion on the field. The Brookfield sideline was not happy at all with that call. I still don't understand what the call was. I don't understand the signal given by the official. It was just
this football team on defense, they like these kind of situations, these goal line situations. Places where they can get their pad level where they want it to be and force the other team to do the same. Southern's not really that type of team. They've thrown the ball a lot in this game, not relied heavy on the run.
It helped them get down here.
Warchak up the middle, trying to drive his way in, being stopped at the line of scrimmage. All the way to the 1 yard line. 3rd and 1 at the 1.
And you practice this scenario all summer long. Looks like we have a player down for South Range. Can't get the number just yet. We'll give them a couple of seconds. We'll come back after a quick word.
Some families
move. 35 now. Here he goes. He's still up the sideline. He's cutting it inside. Here he goes. And he's to the end zone for a touchdown. That's number 21, Jay Manningham.
That's Proctor, the motion man. Give to Hart. Out on that left side. Dives for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown. Rebels.
And there was a flag on the play there.
It's going to come back.
Oh, boy.
There's a holding call. Nullifies the touchdown.
And you could hear the Brookfield fans. They are loving it that their defense is they're getting those penalties to affect them, and they're getting. It's pretty good poke. Pretty good poke.
4 seconds on the ground. Looks to be fine. It will come off for a play.
There was just a big collision right around where he was in that play, and that whole entire scrum that happened. Who knows what would have happened. Hopefully he's okay. But we are back to this with a very critical 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 1. Vorshak in the backfield for South Range. Actually, that's Starkey in the backfield. Toy will reverse, and that is going to be blown dead. False start on South Range. That'll back him up 5.
What a critical time to have it, too.
There's a penalty you cannot have in that situation.
Yeah. Fleeton and another timeout here. Timeout. Campbell. Okay, so timeout traded. We're going to take another break. Pay some bills. We'll be right
Quarterback Starkey ran off the field after that play. Vorchak in the backfield. 2 receivers left. Toy looking over the middle. Nowhere to go. Rolling to his right. Trying to run. Toy will keep it himself. Throw on the run, and that one is incomplete. Bounce on the ground. Be 4th down and goal for South Range. Thought he was across the line of scrimmage.
I thought it was the case as well. I think there is a flag on the field. We are seeing a few.
They might discuss
They might
this.
talk about this.
And that's a loss of down penalty as well, so that'll back him up further. If that's what they call. I thought he was at the 4 yard line. Line of scrimmage is at the 6.
And they are going to
They're
call
going to throw it. So a legal forward pass on South Range. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 11. What do you do if you're South Range?
Oh, this is tough. You got to go for it here. You're down 14 points. I would be surprised if you see the field goal team at all. You got to focus in on getting in. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a pass. They've had a lot of success with it up until this the very end of this drive right now. Unless I think we might see the field goal team come out here, though.
I guess in some regard, they don't get the ball to start the second half, so they have to be wary of just trying to get points on the board.
For a team that doesn't typically have a lot of penalties, there's been a lot even in just this one drive that's unusual for the Raiders.
So Starkey on for a field goal, more of a chip shot. Be just a 26-yard attempt for Starkey. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right, Starkey misses it.
Side, touchdown, Crestview.
And that's when you said that Coach Perry has enough faith in his offense to
pretty much what we just saw, the same yardage-wise. Randall's dropping back. Throw is made and out of the back of the end zone. So now it's 4th and a pretty long 18. So they're 4th and goal on the 18. So you're looking at almost a 30-yard field goal there.
Yeah, Randall right there just trying to go for a glory right there back to the end zone. Almost had Tyler Alley, but just not able to complete it. So sets up for a nice field goal right here, hopefully, if everything goes right.
It's going to be first down here for Lova after a big catch from Michael Lucido. And a run play at the middle for Anthony Kaser. Kaser running forward. He's in for a touchdown from 11 yards out. So Lovo takes him a quarter and a half, but they get on the board here. And they make it a 2-score game. And looks like the Rockets will go for 2 here. See what they have drawn up here. And 5 receivers out there here at the goal line. Woolrich in the shotgun. Woolrich going to roll out to his right. Trying to find a receiver. Fires it toward the end zone. That one is going to be completed. It ricocheted right there to the receiver, but he's able to make the catch. Can't see who it is from here. I believe it was A.J. Belkey, though, making the reception. So 21-8 our score. Take a break. Back after this.
In a football game.
No, you don't. That is one random score. But, hey, listen, Madison's not caring about score. They're just caring that they're up.
Absolutely. The boot is up into the hands of Diaz. It goes. He's got some room on.
That was a hell of a design on that. It's outflank the G-men to the right, and Sharish turns the corner and scores, making this thing interesting. 35-yard touchdown run for the big man. Oh, Finch looks like in to kick.
Joe Sharish to hold. Joe Sharish to hold.
Apparently they cannot set the ball in the middle of the field, even though there's a big line in the middle of the field that is on the 3-yard line for you to be able to set it from. Cannot figure this crew out tonight. So it looks like Sharish to hold. I think Finch is the kicker. Yep.
Going after is good.
PAT is good. 3:01
Hand off to Pete. He puts his shoulder down, but he was ate up quickly. They were ready for that. Number 1, Czar Triplin, came knifing in there to make the tackle.
Yeah, sometimes they're swinging on defense, and sometimes they're connecting just right away, making contact.
That's perfect. Salgado bringing in the play.
About 3 minutes left in this first half. Timeout. Warriors. And we'll be right back after this timeout.
Timeout. YSN Live. Scott Demas, Sean Prine. We'll be back with you.
Toyota of Warren, trusted to get
Play there, a little reverse play by the Beavers, trying to pull out some trickery. Instead, they set themselves up with 3rd down and long from back at the 44-yard line. Call it 3rd down and about 16. They pick up enough yards here. It could be 4-down territory, but it all depends on what they do on this 3rd down play. It's a straight drop back for Foster, who steps up in the pocket. He fires deep down the field for McKenzie. It's incomplete. That throw was actually right between McKenzie and Riley, who were both running skinny post routes to the middle of the field. It falls down incomplete, 4th and really long, and the Beavers are going to have to send the punting unit onto the field here, and the Jets are going to get a chance with the ball to go up 2 scores before halftime. Cowdery does the punting duties for the Beavers. Aiden Graham, the return man for Union Local. They've actually got a couple of return men, it looks like. Colby Carpenter is about 15 yards in front of Graham, but the snap goes over Cowdery's head. He's racing back to get to it, picks it up. He's going to try to run and make something happen. Left side, Cowdery's got blockers, still on his feet and gets tripped up at the
pop pass right there.
Great play there as Troy drew him in with the fake to Pete. Quick pop pass out to number 12, the junior Owen Davis.
I'll tell you, Scott, they had the whole defense fooled on that one.
Absolutely great play. 3:01 left to go in the
goal from the 4. Lehman makes a cut move. Lehman doesn't quite get in, but
back kick is true, and that's 14-14.
What a
We're
great
all
first
tied
half.
up here.
on 3rd down, Sean, you would assume they're going to go for it on 4th as well.
Coach Perry's already thinking this is 4-down territory. Expect them to maybe try and toss a quick pass over the middle, quick slant, send some receivers over the middle where the linebackers might be playing a bit soft in coverage. Give Lehman just a bit of time to be able to make a play.
All right, 4.5 to go here in the first half. Dragons knocking on the door for their first points. 3rd and goal from the 2. Lehman keeps it himself. Lehman doesn't get in. And I think he actually lost about a half yard on the play. So it'll be 4th down and goal, and you would think the Dragons are going to go for it. A muff punt by Cheney on the.
And he's going to dive into the end zone for the touchdown.
Coverage on the last play on the outside. He's got one-on-one coverage again in the formation. Carpenter's just going to give this one to Perzanowski right side, though. Perzanowski plunges ahead, breaking tackles, left side. Perzanowski still on his feet, has some blocks. There goes Perzanowski inside the 25.
Brody Perzanowski.
Brody Perzanowski. Big carry for the Jets. Looked like he may have gotten stacked up near the line of scrimmage, but he emerges from the pile and makes something happen.
For generations to come.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
I'm Matt Crystal, and I've been a customer of Greenwood Chevrolet for nearly 10 years. The biggest thing about Greenwood that we love is you get that family-owned aspect that comes into play. We always work with Paul Kello. Paul makes it very simple for us to come in, purchase a vehicle, no different than we go and buy anything else. No hassle, no haggling, we drive them off the lot. Very simple process, which makes it a lot easier for us as a family of 6. Don't have to worry about it. I'm Matt Crystal, and Greenwood Chevrolet went the extra mile for me.
As the crowd adds a little energy to this one. It's going to be 3rd and 10 on East's 42-yard line. 4:26 left here in the first half as the Golden Bears come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Casey Jones in the backfield with Irving to his right. Irving calls for the snap, drops back to pass, looking for a receiver. Targets Williams downfield, pass incomplete. Looks like a little miscommunication on some route.
It was on the Vikings. Demaria Jackson was in the coverage, and I didn't see a whole lot of contact, but I couldn't tell from up here.
We'll give it Perzanowski again. He fumbles the exchange, just dives on it at the 15-yard line. But it's now 4th down and about 3 or 4 for the Union Local offense. The clock is down to 31 now, 30 seconds to play in the quarter. If the Jets get the first down, they would be able to stop the clock until the chains reset.
They able to, so we'll see. Morris rolls right, throwing. He had a man open. It was incomplete. He threw it a little too early.
Seems like number 5 was not ready for that ball.
Caden Rowland, the intended receiver. 6.2 seconds. Maybe Champion will. I don't know if they have a good kicker, but maybe he could make about what would be a 26-yarder, I believe, from here. Timeout called. We'll step aside.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center.
The officials signaled that the Jets just called a timeout. But
it's very fluid between the passing and the running game. Darren Douglas probably having one of his best games of the year so far. Came into the night completing 38 of his 72 pass attempts for 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Scored his 3rd touchdown earlier tonight, 4th passing touchdown when he hit Carter Nielsen on their first offensive drive. He's back in the shotgun once again. It looks like Hanzu to his right. It's going to be handoff to Hanzu, who breaks up the middle before meeting a pack of Golden Bears there in the middle of the field. Looks like a Tiger is down on the field. You can't see the number from here. But with that, we'll take another quick break and be back as the Tigers look to carry this one into halftime.
What does it mean to be approved? I'm Tracy.
End zone's door, Murphy. And we've got some holding calls as Terry Brown will get in the end zone. But I think that 1st and goal on the 3 is going to be a 1st and goal on the 13.
And I mean, this is what we've been talking about for multiple weeks with the Dragons. Just we see them so many times get into this red zone opportunity, and it just instantly gets taken away by one of the multiple penalties that you can pick from.
I mean, can we talk about that catch?
I mean,
Terry Brown, there are 3 Madison defenders there.
It is unbelievable. We hit on that before the game. You know, when in doubt, just
throw it out.
Throw it out. Yep. and that is exactly what they did there. And of course, Lakeside comes away with it. What an excellent catch by Terry Brown.
Murphy dropping back. He's got all kinds of pressure. The throw is made. So he's going to be taken down, I think, at about the 3-yard line. He found Terry Brown there once again. So this should be a 3rd and goal, I think, back to about the 3-yard line.
You know, we've seen a lot.
It says 2nd down, so maybe I lost a down or added a down. We go with what the board says.
Yeah.
Board says 2nd, I say 2nd. It's going to be a reverse. Davion Gaines into the end zone. And Lakeside is going to score on a 3-yard run.
And Lakeside running a little reverse right there.
Davion Gaines, we have seen that play work a couple times tonight. Not for very much yardage, but when it's 1st and goal on the 3, you don't need much yardage. And Lakeside answering with a big touchdown of their own. And we talked about the fact that they've got to punt the ball in the second half. So, you know, you want to start cutting into that lead now because this is a Madison team that is so dangerous offensively.
Absolutely. They can get hot at any second. And we've seen it here tonight that the comfortability of Will Randall and these receivers have been playing with so far in the first half has just been absolutely unreal. So Lakeside, like you've hit on, they need to just continue to build off what they've been doing right now and hopefully go into halftime with some type of momentum.
That drive is
fourth down stud. Anthony Kaser making the tackle.
Timeout, Rockets.
Now looks like Lowville's going to use the timeout here. It'll be their first of the half. They have 2 remaining the rest of the way. 2 minutes left to go here. We'll take a break. Back after.
Makes the catch.
And talk about the throw by Murphy, too, who is almost parallel to the ground.
Yes. And then he throws one down there. 3 defenders there. Terry Brown says, I'll take that. All 6'4" of him over the top, pulling it out of the sky. And the Dragons have made this one 12-25. They're going for the 2-point conversion. Here's Murphy. Into the end zone. Good on the 2-point. And let me tell you what, Seth, don't look now. But we might have ourselves a football game.
It has been like that tonight.
I mean, Met this time gets the first down, picks up 5. That'll stop the clock to move the chains. Carnes on the tackle for the Potters. So it's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 32-yard line. Bobcats not using any timeouts yet. They come up on a minute to go here. Lawrence in shotgun formation. Drops back. Screen pass. It's number 10. Oh! Looked like a face mask, but there's the flag come across. The official that was right in front of the play never threw the flag, but the official clear across the field threw the play, so I'm not sure. He's going to confer with the other official. He's saying it's not face mask. He's saying he grabbed him by the shoulder pad here.
University of Mount Union, Cletus Monroy has Owen Davison Chuck wide open for a touchdown. 41 yards, Monroy to Davidson Chuck. Quakers strike back.
I mean, a beautiful ball there. Monroy with a pump fake, froze the defender. Davison able to get just behind him as we look here for the replay up to our left. Unfortunately, you will not have that access if they play it. But a beautiful ball there. Monroy, as I said, with the pump fake. Davison able to get over the top. So a beautiful pitch and catch there for the Quakers to strike again.
The Quakes hanging around here and making plays in this high-scoring first half. Davidson Chuck's 3rd touchdown reception of the year. Monroy's 6th. And it's 27-20.
So now they come back to the huddle. And now a delay of game, or did we get the timeout? So we did get the timeout for Latonia. The back judge threw his flag, but Latonia gets a timeout. We'll step aside real quick and finish up the first half here.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all.
Lawrence gets a call from the sideline. Play clock's down to 15 here. Gets to play off with a second. The flag goes up. There's the blitz, and the Potters have him and for a loss. Goatley in there. Takes it back to the 23, see what the flag is here. Potters decline the penalty, take the sack. Yeah, procedure on camera, so it's going to bring up a 4th down now. 4th and 17 with 24 seconds to go. So anything happen here, they can get a first if they get inside the 8. Still have, for some reason, they got them down for 3 timeouts on the board, but they only have 2 because they took that one early in the first quarter. The clock is running because Potter's declined the penalty. Under 10 seconds. I'm not sure if Cambridge is aware. Low snap roll. I got pressure again. And he's going to be sacked at the 35. Xavier Lara with the sack. And that's going to do it for the half. So with your score at the half, the Potters 13, Cambridge nothing. We'll take a timeout, commercial breaks here, and we'll be back with the Lady Potter tennis team here on the YSN Network.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take
It's a strategy I've never seen before, but not a bad one in this in this position.
Yeah,
it really
ain't.
ain't.
It's really not. Yeah, ball on your own 10-yard
Yeah.
line or so.
Why give
Or
it back
14.
to United?
Yeah.
I get it. And they'll get him again. My goodness, great. I've never seen this before, but it makes perfect sense. So 9.9 on the clock. They will be able to run it out here now and go to the locker room. And that will end the first half. So all United here from Latonia, the Bear Den. It is 35-0. We will step aside for a quick break, and then we'll bring you some band action here on YSN.
There is a dirty laundry on the play. He got in for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty on the Blue Devils. And now we have an injured player.
2 injured Eagles.
So we'll be back after this quick message from our sponsors.
So 1st and 10 for Wellsville inside the 30. Jaron Jackson in the shotgun. He's got receivers all over the place. Back to his right. He takes a snap. Rolling. The southpaw turns, fires. And is it caught? It's a flag comes in from the back.
Wow.
Wow.
Is it interference, pass interference?
Pass interference going to be called, so.
Personal foul against
Oh, no. And the coaches are beside themselves. Coach Dempster is heated on the sideline.
Can't even think straight. 4 personal fouls now.
This is, boy, what do you say at halftime? That's the only thing holding back East Palestine right now are these personal fouls. That's literally the only thing. And they still have 26 points. Trips to the left. Jackson over the middle with a bubble screen.
Wow.
Inside the 10. And here come the flags again.
4 flags.
15.4 seconds left. And they're going to talk about this again.
Goodness gracious.
I'd say the referees have to get a hold of this game, but what else could they do? Flags usually stop it.
Yeah, right. Oh, look, it's going to be the Tigers backing up this time. Or maybe they were just going back to the huddle.
So conversation to be had with Coach Salimas.
And these Bulldog fans are on the edge of their seat wondering what this call is going to be. You can feel the frustration over here. especially after that last personal foul.
Welcome back to the Audible Call. We've been sitting here watching a bunch of Week 6 action. Anthony Hartwig alongside Mr. Scotty Mincher, as well as everybody else here in the Athletics studio. Audible Call brought to you by Athletics, and it's why we can show you all these games completely for free. Scotty, we've had a very interesting first half so far.
Yeah, we have very interesting. We've had some, in my opinion, some surprises. We've had, of course, things go how we've expected to. But I'm looking at, you mentioned earlier, Anthony, my Louisville Rockets, and it started really poorly for Louisville, but they got on the board and they got the 2-point conversion down 21-8. We'll see if they have a comeback in them.
Some scores here at halftime. Mooney leading Boardman 21-0. Poland leading South Range 20-0. That's a Bulldog statement right there if they can keep that up in the second half. United is up big on Latonia, 35-0 right now at the last update. Lisbon leads Valley Christian 19-7. A good game that we're keeping an eye on, Scotty, is we have the Salem and Alliance game. Alliance is up 27-21, a high-scoring first half. They have about 2.5 minutes to go in the half. They're Liberty all over Newton Falls, 49-0, which is a good way to segue into what we say every time when we get around halftime. We will try to navigate the close games in the second half. Try to keep on those. If you are watching a game that is, lopsided, you can watch that game in its entirety at ysnlive.com/live-games. All the games are there for you to watch completely for free in their entirety. But here on the Audible Call, we'd like to stick with the competitive games. We've entered to the second half. So after we highlight some bands, and we'll get back to the second half, me and Scotty will be back probably about halfway through that second half to see what's going on, see if any games get really close down the stretch. So thank you for watching the Audible Call, brought to you by Athletics. We'll get back to the announcers.
Timeout Bulldogs.
Wow.
The fans were clamoring for something.
Yeah,
what did you see?
I don't know. I could not tell.
I was looking around, scanning, trying to figure out what they were yelling at.
It felt like they thought Wellsville had the ball, but they didn't.
They were lining up, and I'll tell you what, if Wellsville lines up like that again, that might be what Coach Dempster's saying. They line up like that again. You little sneak touchdown at the end of the half here.
You might have one.
There was
might have a
nobody
99-yarder.
There was nobody back. And Rutledge, I don't even know if he's got room to down it.
I don't.
He's in his own end zone.
You have to just run forward.
Wait. Wellsville's on offense. What just happened?
That's what the fans were screaming about. Yeah.
What are we? Okay. Wellsville's on the 1-yard line. They did mark him down after all. Jackson. They go up the middle. There's a scrum. The other thing is you're not allowed to tush push in high school. That is not allowed.
They didn't give it to him.
Touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. Boy, did that come in late.
Boy, oh, boy. 26-6. So it'll be an untimed extra point for
first half were, quite a few negative yards. We had our opportunities. We had the ball inside the red zone, I believe, 3 times. We only came away with 1 touchdown, but we have an opportunity to kick off here to start the second half. Central is going to be receiving the second half kickoff, and let's see if we can, force a 3-and-out here real quick to get the ball back here on offense, see what we can do. Obviously, I think if you're watching at home and or you're tuning in on your cell phone there in the stands, I think you probably saw what we saw in the first half, just not a whole lot of spirited play by the Leopards in the first half. And sometimes that happens when you're coming off a big rivalry week like we did last week, with Hoover and all the energy and the emotion that you kind of put into that week, and then it doesn't really, go the way you want. Oftentimes you do come out flat in your next game, and I think that's something that I'm sure the coaches had addressed at halftime, knowing our fiery.
2nd and 5. Now say I'm going to call timeout. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Andy Clutter from 643 Productions on the field says it was a catch. I could have sworn that thing was.
I mean, I only saw it from up here, and it looked like it bounced. But again, I don't have the world's best eyesight.
Yeah, I'm going to go with what our 643 team says on the field. As I'm mistaken here. As it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Assam does burn their second timeout. 8 seconds to go here. Big time plays upcoming, especially for Alliance with no timeouts.
I feel like on that pass play, Matt, you're better off if you don't catch it. In all honesty.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean. It stops the clock and gives you an opportunity there. 8 seconds left. You don't have to burn the timeout, but.
Got a little too mad there, a little too upset there, especially because
they
got the call right. I know.
It happens. It happens.
Jackson's going to throw it up top, and it is incomplete. They went for the fade on the left side, intended for Nicholson. 5 seconds on the clock on that incompletion. After that incompletion, 3rd down and 5 on the way. Was there a flag?
I don't think so.
Okay, no flag. That's good.
I didn't see one. Looked like maybe some miscommunication. Jackson wanted to throw the fade there to the backside pylon, and the receiver, Taj Nicholson, kind of stopped on the route. They're going to kick a field goal.
They're going to kick a field goal here on 3rd and 5. Play clock's at 3, 2, 1. They just get it off. It's a line drive, but it's good. So D'Angelo Fisk kicks a 24-yard field goal with 1 second remaining in the half to give Alliance a 9-point lead here as we approach halftime. Nice execution there for Alliance there. It was kind of a late call, that extra point, or excuse me, with that field goal attempt.
I feel like they just didn't want to get – they got a guy that they can, have some confidence in Fisk. They wanted to get the points and get an opportunity here to score. And then, like we talked about, you're going to get the ball coming.
I've seen big throws in this. I don't know if we've seen 71 yards, but
that might be. I'm not even gonna say anything. Last thing I want to do is say something that, seems too far out of reach, and then it comes to bite me back.
Listen,
but
we're learning.
Yeah, we are definitely. But I think that's the amazing and true beauty about high school sports is anything can truly happen.
It really can. As we go here, it's going to be trips to the right. Single receiver to the left as man goes in motions. They're going to go with the seam route, and Wagner is still up. He is still going. Uh-oh, it's a foot race. Are you kidding me? Taken down at the 20-yard line. 2 seconds left, and Lakeside will very likely use that timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a seam route. You're used to seeing those big plays over the top, the Disney movie moment. Yep. No, the seam route there, a broken tackle, and they're going to put themselves in scoring position. I don't know that they got a 40-yard kicker. I will say that.
No, I don't think so, but you're absolutely right. Sometimes simple is better. There's nothing much more to that. Sometimes, like you said, a seam route is all it needs, and you get these playmakers that we've seen that Lakeside has into some open field. It's hard to make tackles on them.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what. The defenses on both sides are going to have a fun film session. There's going to be some talks about tackling.
Yeah, absolutely. That practice this week. Whew.
I see
for a long one.
I see gassers in the future.
Yep.
So it's 1st and 10 here. We got 2 seconds left. Hold on to your seats, folks. So they'll go here. It's going to be trips to the left. Looks like Diaz, Wagner, and
keep an eye out for Terry Brown.
They're going to blow that one dead. And false start, Lakeside. Bit by the dragon bug. As they're going to get back 5 free ones.
It happens a little too much, but improbable touchdown just came a little bit more improbable, but you know, we've said multiple times so far here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what,
possible.
when we talk about Terry Brown, in his situation, sometimes more field is better than less.
Absolutely.
It can create a little bit more room for him to make separation, and he is going to be the lone man here. Now, Madison is lined up here. They've got 3 deep. Murphy's back. Working his way through the pocket. He's going to let one go downfield. That one is out of bounds, and that'll be the final play of the half here as 11 points is the separator as we talk. $200 yards passing plus for Murphy.
I mean, absolutely unreal. Official 253, 7.
Don't turn that dial. It's back to CVC football right here on ysnlive.com.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations.
Hang out with friends and family, and go shopping. After high school, Michaela plans on going to college in order to pursue a business career and later get her real estate license. She would like to thank her fellow classmates for giving her this opportunity and hopes everyone has a fun night of dancing at homecoming. Our final candidate is Quincy Miller. Quincy?
Ladies and gentlemen, your Latonia High School Marching Band. The band would like to thank you for your attention this evening and wishes the United Band.
Fantastic work by the bands here this evening. As you know.
Our crown bearer is Waylon Badgett. Waylon is the son of Adam and Maggie Badgett and has a younger brother named Bud. Waylon is a first grader in Miss Kellerman's class here at West Reserve. Waylon participates in baseball and flag football. In his free time, Waylon likes to raise and show his beef cows. Waylon would also like to wish everyone on court good luck. Go Blue. We will now wait to see which lucky girl will become our homecoming queen. When the girls open their boxes, we are looking for which one opens the box with a giant gold star balloon, revealing this year's 2025 football homecoming queen. Girls, you may now open your boxes. This year's homecoming queen is Kylie Allen. Congratulations, Kylie. Thank you everyone for your part in tonight's ceremony. Now let's get ready to cheer on our Blue Devil football team on to victory in the second half.
School the disdain for the call. It'll be second down, and we'll call it about 15. So they say the flag occurred at about the 47-yard line. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so bring it back to the 37, which was the original line of scrimmage. But what could have been a record-breaking carry for Perzanowski gets negated. Now they just give it to him. Right side, that's actually Ryder Gaynor. Gaynor with running lane ahead. He's tripped up by Zayvon Riley on the right side at the 48-yard line, but he gets 11 yards, or 6 yards on the pickup, excuse me.
Riley. Gonna bring up 3rd down and 7.
Now to the 48-yard line, 3rd down and 7. So he picked up 8 yards on the play. Again, 3rd and 7. Union Local has the ball at their own 48-yard line. They got to get to the Beavers 45 for a first down. Power eye look. Carpenter, Snyder, Gaynor, Perzanowski. Perzanowski gets the give up the middle into a wall of Beavers defenders with a flag thrown on the far side of the field. Now that is away from the play.
So this down handoff, straight up the gut, met with resistance by this Crestview defensive front. As that play goes nowhere, 2nd and 10 now.
An 8-0 Girard team would be a very scary team.
No doubt.
Because A.J. Pearson, what is he, a sophomore?
Yeah.
That he is he's going to be a threat his senior year. And I'm excited to watch that kid grow these next 2 years with him at Girard.
Poland was shutting out South Range at the half. South Range hosts Girard next week. And the Bulldogs head to Girard in week 8.
And South Range is 0-1 at home this year with a very tough loss to Lake in week 1.
Hammond really strung out by this Crestview defense, who's pursuing to the ball well here in the second half. That's Caden McElhaney as he forces the quarterback out of bounds.
And this is when you start to see the Crestview team get rolling. I mean, we've seen it. I saw it last week, or 2 weeks ago when they played Liberty. Slow start in the first half. Liberty was leading. But then the second half, Crestview picked it up. Coach Perry talked to his guys. They all got on the same page, regrouped, and came out swinging in the second half. And they won that game off of an onside kick, 21-21, and then you got a minute left, and Jake Nolan airs it out to Kyle Booth, and it was an insane night.
I think when this team starts playing downhill, full head of steam, it's really tough to stop them. 3rd and 10 now. Hammond back to throw, near side, his intended receiver. That's Keithan Flynn, knocked away by Ethan Kane, who's had a nice game tonight on defense. Another putting situation now for Brookfield.
And that was great coverage by Kane there. It went right through his hands. That could have been an interception, could have been a game changer for this team. But sometimes you got to think, an interception like that might not have been the best case scenario because they're going to punt the ball and they'll get better field position.
Absolutely. 3 and out now.
3rd and 1. Coca with a high snap gets it, gives to Panunzio, and it's on the ground. And I'm going to tell you what, I think the Cards got it.
Yeah,
and it looks like it's going to be a first down. Depending on the spot, but it looked like he covered it right at the 25-yard line. And
like
they are moving the sticks. So sometimes
DJ.
the ball's got to bounce your way. We talked about the Hornet punt earlier that took a fortuitous Hornet bounce. That time, the Cards got.
DJ Erickson right on top of that.
Keeps it, tucks it, pulls his own, calls his own number for the 20, to the 30, to the 40, to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, a 90-yard run for Dion Miller.
As there is no flags on the play, the touchdown will stand.
Right side, first down. Perzanowski has a second touchdown, and the Jets go up 2 scores.
On the play. That is a
they take the special teams gift into the end zone. Perzanowski, 14.
Miller running at me. That was
you ran the other way.
I would go right for the shirt. That was a shirt tackle specialist.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, mostly because I was slow. But
ooh, great cut.
Matt
Great
Campbell.
cut. And I'll tell you what, that was he saw a cut, made a cut, planted his right foot, got north and south, and gets enough for another first down. And now the Cards are going to hurry up here, it looks like, take advantage of that.
Now we're into the red zone there.
And I don't think they want this Hornet defense to take a break or make a substitution. They want to go. You got 4 wide. Oh, high snap. Koka gets it. He's just going to run. He's going to go off tackle.
I'll tell you.
And he's going to be down inside the 5, close to another first down. It's going to be second and short here, but there's been a lot of high snaps, and give Koka credit because he's done a great job corralling them. He was a center fielder.
Second and 2, looks like. I'll tell you, like I said, sometimes them broken plays where the timing gets off, whatever. I mean,
well, and that's where you had 4 wide.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got numbers.
I mean, fortunately, Koka's athletic enough to take advantage of that.
I'll give power back. I'm guessing that's Miller. Couldn't get a look, but he's going to.
I think Miller was up front on that one.
Oh, it's not. It wasn't Panunzio. Well, maybe it was Panunzio. And that's going to bring up a third down and real short here.
Yeah.
Where's that tush push at? The famous tush push.
I'll tell you.
this is it. A stack eye.
Yeah.
Under center. Nope.
Panunzio to hand
yeah,
off,
why
and
not?
he's going right
Bowling into the end zone.
Followed Gabe Miller in there, and
they both ended up in the end zone. And just like that, 2 possessions for the Cardinals, 2 scores, and you look over on the other sideline, and the Hornets definitely have not been in this position. Their heads are down. They're walking off the field for this extra point. They're trying to take the will out of the Hornets right now.
Well, you run it down their throat like that, you will.
So 13-3 pending the extra point here.
Koka with the hold.
There it is, right down Broadway.
Up and good.
So, with
So Lawrence brings him up under center again. Lashley right behind him in formation, turns, gives it to Lashley. Plunges forward for about a 4-yard carry. Bring up a 3rd and 6 now. Ball marked at the 26-yard line. Needs to get to the 19 for the first.
Lashley on the carry, 3-yard gain, 3rd and 7.
So 3rd and a long 7 here. Lawrence. Potter stacked the box here. Turns, gives it to Lashley, and he's going to be dropped down immediately. Number 9.
Lashley on the carry for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on that play. Xavier Lara, and we got a Potter down. Not sure who that is, but that's Lara. It is. He's up on his feet. Going to hobble off the field here. So they don't need an injury timeout. Laura came off the field. So it's going to be 4th and 8 now. Ball back at the 27-yard line for Cambridge.
As play resumes, 4th and 8.
Let's see what Cambridge has in store here and see if the Potters can come up with another big spot here. Big stop here for the Potters. Lashley behind Lawrence. Sends a man in motion. He drops back to pass. Fires one across the middle. Got a man open in the end zone. Off the referee. And the referee made the play off his shoulder.
Pass falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10.
And there's the flag because the Cambridge player was mouthing the referee. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike. There's another one. 2 referees throw flags. That gentleman's going to be thrown out of the game. So the ball falls incomplete. What a terrible break for Cambridge. The number 5 for Damian Kissinger is probably going to be tossed from this game for mouthing 2 referees. The referee really can't see that play. He's just falling across, and the ball just was thrown down the middle. He just turns to see where the receiver and the defensive guy are at, and the ball hits him in the shoulder. So the two officials come over to explain to the coach at Cameron. I don't even think they're talking to the head coach. He's right here. Kissinger has been removed from this game. His coach is telling him he's got to go, so the Potters Cambridge, this has got to be frustrating for them. They're 0-5, looking to get a win. And play like that happens, which, I mean, it's
down to the 42-yard line.
A nice throw on that fourth down play by Vinny Budo, and an even nicer catch, I'd say, by Ryan Mitchell there. He's going to throw it up the middle. He's got it, man. It's number 9, and it's a touchdown for the Spartans. What a catch. Frankie Budo, what a throw in traffic. And the Spartans get themselves on the board here, 21-6.
Yeah, just like I said, I knew that they were going to come back to the middle of the field. It's been kind of open there all day, especially with them getting those linebackers to pursue fast and to defeat.
It's like Tyree Humphreys all alone on the left side. Irving snaps the ball, rolls to the right, looks for receivers, targets one, passes wide right, was targeting Micah West there near the right sideline. Throw just a little off mark. As I've touched on a little bit, East merging with Cheney High School next year to form Youngstown Unified High School. They'll be the defenders with a mascot that's an owl. I will say I do like it, like the concept for Youngstown. Going to be a lot of talent merging next year. So Jaden Irving in the shotgun. Antoine Williams comes in motion, gets the handoff in the backfield. Flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the Golden Bears. So East and Cheney looking to merge. They'll merge next year, looking to create a powerhouse with all of the athletes that they have. Obviously, East has improved a lot in recent years. They went 6-4 last year, finished just outside the playoffs. Finished just outside the playoffs with a 6-4 record. And they finished last year with a 14-13 win over Cheney in Week 10. Those two teams will match up.
Second half gives it to Baker. Gets to the outside. Still on his feet. Crosses the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Baker. 49-yard touchdown run by Baker. With 5:53 to go here in the third quarter. Horrible break for Cambridge. Gets down the sportsmanlike, puts the ball at the 49. Baker takes one play, 49 yards down the sideline, and the Potters are up 19-0. The Cambridge fans are just, I'm not sure if they're stunned, shocked, or just kind of how the season's gone for them. So there's the extra point attempt is up. And good. So with 5:53 to go left here in the third quarter, the Potters 20, Cambridge nothing. We'll take a timeout and be back here for the kickoff.
Tired of placing buckets under ceiling drips?
Week. And the Cardinals proving that they're for real this year. I covered their state championship run a few years ago with Brock Lowry at quarterback, and their mentality this year really reminds me of the mentality that team had when they made that special run to Canton. I got to talk to head coach Joe Ignazio earlier this week and senior quarterback Enzo Coca earlier, just about the team's mentality heading into this season. Obviously had a down year last year. They wanted to fix some things, change some things. No one really had, including me, I will admit, no one really had high expectations for him coming into this year. And they start the season with a big 26-21 win over West Branch. And they've, as Joe Ignazio told me earlier this week, I think we shocked some people, and we've just continued to do it. And they have, leading Hickory 14-3 there at the end of the third quarter. And that would be special. Girard up on Lakeview, 28-0, 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Crestview up on Brooklyn.
Oh, it looked like
Actually, that's a gain of 0, yeah.
Looked like he dove forward and got at least a yard.
4th and 2. It's not going to matter. Hawkins up the middle, and Hawkins gets into Salem territory at about the 44-yard line. Good enough for an 8-yard gain, and no doubt about it, first down for Alliance. Carries, 67 yards now for the senior Hawkins, who we feel like has been around forever. Same with Jackson over the years. Great athletes.
I feel like Hawkins had an older brother. That's maybe who I'm thinking of.
I think you're right as well.
Ramir? Does that sound familiar?
Maybe. Jackson's going to roll out to his left, and he runs down the sideline where he's pushed out of bounds. And see where they spot this one on the far side. 9:34 to go here in the third quarter. Lions opening drive here of the second half. And they're going to give Jackson 2 yards on that carry. And it's going to be second down and 8. Jackson the shotgun, Quaker showing blitz. Read option. Jackson can't get away from the Quaker defender. He's brought down at the 40. I think that was his quarterback counterpart, Cletus Monroy, on the stop. Gain of 2 more yards, and Sam doing a nice job here on this drive. Like we said, containing Jackson, limiting him to small gains on the ground. It's 3rd and 6.
Looks like they're spying on him, Matt. Wherever he goes, there's someone going with him, which is smart when you have an athlete like that at quarterback who can get outside, contain, and make big plays. You want to have someone who.
So it's going to be 15-6. Howland still leads here. 6:52 left in the third quarter. And we'll be back after a quick break.
At Sheely's Furniture and Appliance.
Looking to play the guy, didn't see the ball, the pass come in, might have had a chance to either bat that down or intercept it. Nonetheless, it's going to be Aviator first down on a big third down conversion to keep their first drive of the half moving.
So the ball's at the 26-yard line, gain of 16, 1st and 10, 8:30 left in the third quarter. Jackson swings it out to another receiver. This time it's a fullback, and that's number 32. And I don't have the actual name on that one there. It might have been actually 38. That's a 32, isn't it?
It looked like it, yeah. That would be Grady Fast, according to the roster that I have.
We have 2 different numbers here. There it is. That is Grady Fast. That's my mistake. Jared, that's my mistake. Thank you for the catch.
It's no problem.
So Fast is going to get a gain of about 8 on that catch. That's a 7th different receiver Jackson has found here tonight. There's an injured Aviator on the far side of the field. 8:14 to go in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
For heating, cooling, and indoor air quality, the Mahoning Valley Trust.
Some stats for a quarterback is to flip a jet sweep like that, although it goes backwards tonight.
And minus Pearson, Girard has just completely brought in the subs, the younger guys. So I wonder if Pearson will just stay out there. I would assume if he's out there now, he'll just be out there for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster here, see if we can see any other quarterbacks
15,
listed. Yeah.
Jaden Gillum. Flag back. So it looks like it's going to come back here.
Another good run for Hunter, but like he said, that looks like that thing's going to come back. Trying to find 15 here on the sideline, see if he's moving a little bit, getting his arm warmed up. I don't see much
anybody
movement.
warming up at the quarterback position here for Gerard.
Yeah, and even if he's going to come in, how much is he actually going to throw? So
15's down here on the 25. Does not look like he's getting ready to come in.
Again, 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go on the clock. It is still running.
Let's see if we can get you guys some updates here from around the area. Cheney, 47, Niles, nothing. Poland, 34, South Range, nothing. So Poland really making a mark. Oh.
Tell you what, this Gerard team is just very, very good.
That was number 13.
They are.
Kennedy.
That was like, I'm sorry, Marco. That was like 3 inches away from being 6 the other way for Lakeview, though.
That was Eli Goff almost coming up with that pick.
A couple other scores. Canfield kind of pulling away at Hickory, 21-3.
Donnie Smith in the backfield. Johns takes the snap. He's going to roll left. He's looking to throw. Throws across his body over a defender and finds his man for 6. That's Graydon Henderson. So the Bears get on the board with 8 minutes to go in the ball game. So the starters are going to make the JV team clean the locker room since they blew the shutout.
I don't know what you're talking about. JV squad always does that there. You learn a little bit of something,
right?
Doing the actual dirty work. It looks like Latonia's going to go for 2 here.
They're lining up for 2, yes, sir. Johns, inside handoff to one of the big men, number 68. That is Jaden Rivers, and he gets in for 2. So 2-point conversion, good, 49.
In the yardage.
Gentile getting his guy set. He's in the pistol formation now. He's going to fake it. He's going to give it up the middle. That's Tony Beatty, and Tony Beatty is going to be in for a Mooney touchdown, extending their lead 27-7.
Yep, fake the jet sweep to Mike Schiraldi, freezes the linebackers, and there was a massive hole there for Beatty to run in. I don't even think he realized it was going to be that big because it looked like he stutter-stepped and waited for something to happen or to a tackle to avoid. Regardless, that was an easy touchdown for the Mooney offense. Great play call there.
And how you knew that hole was so wide and it was going to be an easy touchdown, as soon as Vinny Gentile hands that ball off, he looks at our side and he starts putting his hands up like it's going to be a touchdown. As Gugliotta punches it through, and we've got ourselves a 28-7 ball game here. Mooney extends their lead. Let's see if Boardman can answer back here. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this on YSN.
Hi, I'm Carly Alfano.
And I'm Ryan Miller.
And we are from Hometown Insurance Solutions and WRS Insurance Solutions.
And did you guys know?
Point. Camel's got to move quick here. There's only 2. They get the snap off. Holy
moly. That's about as bad as that one gets.
I think every ref threw their flag on that one.
We don't even have to say much about that one.
Oh, yeah, that was...
and unfortunately, you have to come off when your helmet comes off, right? But, I mean, good Lord, I thought his head was still going to be in that thing.
Result of the play, first down.
Give him 3, and now it's 1st and goal. Stop the clock. No, they ain't going to set the chain, just the marker. From 1st and goal from the 8. Ten seconds to go. They're not going to run a play. I think they're going to let the half run out here, and they're going to move down to the railroad side, riverside of the end zone, and try to punch this thing in. So, after 3, your score, the Potters, 20. The Bobcats of Cambridge, nothing. We'll take a timeout and be back for the start of the fourth quarter here.
For over 100 years, Shriners Children's has delivered.
Takes it, calls his own number up the middle. Going to get a couple. That's all he's going to get. Bring it to about the 21-yard line. 2nd and 6 now for the Red Devils. Dino Brown in there, and a quarterback with DeAndre Brown to his right. Dino calls it, takes it to the right, shakes a few tackles, gets a gain of about 5, brings it up to the 16-yard line now. Gonna bring up 3rd and short here for the Red Devils as we go 1:45 left in the third quarter.
Wow.
1:30. The clock trickles to in the third quarter. We're going to hurt player at the far sideline. Can't see on screen. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back here on ysnlive.com.
My guy keeps it 100, 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99.
Moving the chains, 46-yard line. Under 10 now to go in the game.
It's been quite a great game between these two teams. Jackson Milton, give them a ton of credit. They have battled their butts off. Play action, looking to the end zone, and it is caught. A touchdown for the Tigers.
That was not what I would have expected.
That was number 45, Nate Hepner, the tight end.
Nate Hebner with a big touchdown there.
The extra point attempt by
At quarterback, running to his left. Caleb Sin back there in the backfield quick. Shoves off Goddard. And Driscoll's going to reach across the pylon for a touchdown. They're going to get on the board first here in the second half, 12-6, pending the extra point. At the 1:13 mark here in the third quarter. You didn't win. 2-point conversion, no good. So the score is going to remain the same, 12-6 in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
At Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, you can afford to be yourself. Family owned since 1952. With one of the largest showrooms and in-stock selections in Northeast Ohio, you are sure to find pieces to make your house your perfect home. Shop with confidence with our everyday low pricing, price match guarantee, and free local delivery. We want to exceed your expectations, not your budget. From
Boots it away, low lining kick. Graham will return to the 45. Gets a block. Ridden out of bounds at the Beaver local 45-yard line. Good return for Aiden Graham and the Jets offense to take the field. And their new all-time school career rushing yard leader, Brody Perzanowski.
And movement up front. And a false start on Brookfield.
And that's going to hurt.
And they're going to have to change their mind here on what they want to do. They know it's a two-score game. I don't mind the call of the field goal.
And he's going to pass it.
Oh, he wants that one back. Oh. Off balance. Conneaut takes the interception there.
And we're trying to find the name.
Wyatt Distel with the interception.
Big man interception.
James Fadley put the pressure, and Webster was not ready. Didn't have his feet set.
Fake. Bayes with a nice ball to the corner, and it's picked off. On that far sideline, intercepted. That's Kyle Booth on the interception and return, as it's returned all the way out to the Brookfield 37-yard line. Well, Crestview will take over 1st and 10.
And this is where Crestview is going to just run the ball. They're going to run that clock out, and they're going to go home. They're going to get back on the buses and hopefully be going back to Crestview 6-0 tonight. One of very few teams can say that.
Big possession right here. You got to take care of the football and do what you do on offense. I think if you're Coach Perry, nothing fancy here. You're at the point in this game, you're up 2 scores.
You just hold it.
I think you're just trying to get out of here with a win at this point.
Yeah.
And move on to 6-0, back home to face Newton Falls next week.
And despite the injuries tonight for the Warriors, I mean, Brookfield, they played it.
And there's no doubt about it.
And
the game's not over. We still got 10 minutes.
Not.
I've seen crazier things happen, too.
Yeah.
That's why I say Crestvew's got to take care of the football. 1st and 10. Handoff, Proctor. Over that right side, very literal handoff right there by Nolan, trying to just give it to his running back and take care of it. Short gain on the play of 2.
And this is where Coach Perry, he's going to, you see, like, no huddle.
Just squeeze you dry here.
They're just going. They're taking their time.
Using the play clock. Under 10 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Trips near side for Nolan. On 2nd down. He keeps it himself over the left side, and he has daylight out over the 40 to the 42 and a big 1st down.
I want to see how many rushing yards this kid has on the year, because it is definitely it's more than any, maybe some running backs in the area. I mean, he takes it, fakes the handoff, pulls it back, and he's gone.
Not the biggest frame, 6'2", 184. As he takes a pounding throughout the football game and just gets right back up, as Brookfield is going to burn a timeout with 9:22 to go here in the 4th. Up 9, back after this.
Reserve Run Golf Course, located in Poland, is your destination for great golf, delicious food, and fun times.
The 4th, we've got a good one. Conneaut Spartans are leading the Jefferson Falcons 30-21 on homecoming night here in Jefferson 2025. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
The ins and outs of every...
And did. Those are heartbreaking plays. But as we talked about earlier on, right? Discipline, right? Got to get rid of these penalties. It was a great run by Alexander. He really turned on the Jets there. He wasn't taking the chance of getting caught on the half-yard line again, that's for sure. You know what else I noticed now that I'm up here with you is moms get a lot madder at football than the dads do.
You hear a lot more up here.
You sure do.
It's
you
hilarious.
Sure do, yeah. I'm generally scared for my safety up here.
We're safe up here. We are up here.
We've got the high ground.
We do have the high ground, but down on the field, I'd be a little scared.
Those moms get wound up. They love their boys, right?
2nd down and 15.
Another broken play. The Quakers are going to bring him down for a sack. Nowhere to go there for the senior. There were 3 Quakers circling the area, and it's a sack. That is a team sack if I've ever seen one. As the ball is going to be spotted back at the 40-yard line.
There is a flag down that came in late, Matt.
It's a loss of 6.
And Alliance's head coach over there seems to be upset, and it looks to be at his players. Maybe it was something a little extracurricular after the play. As I think Salem, and it's going to be a personal foul on the Aviators. I think Salem is starting to get some momentum. They're hanging around, maybe something that Alliance wasn't expecting here tonight, and they're starting to get a little bit chippy down here.
So a 6-yard loss on the sack. And now tack on more yardage with a personal foul. And now Alliance is in a hole. Sam has yet to get them off the field without them scoring. Here's their best opportunity here. It's going to be 3rd and a long ways. 3rd and 28. They need to get to the Salem 26-yard line. Jackson back to pass. Throws it underneath. Is caught. And out of bounds goes the receiver at the 45-yard line. And that is Blair on the catch. And that's a gain of 9 for Blair, his second catch of the night. It's 4th and 19 now. And Alliance is going to keep their offense on the field here with the ball at the 45-yard line. But there's a whistle and a flag. It's going to be a false start against Alliance. The Quakers capitalizing here on the miscues of Alliance are going to have a nice situation here where I think they're going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, it looks like a whole new lineup here for the Aviators coming on. They're going to punt this one away. So Salem, there it is. There's your stop. Get the ball back to the offense here. Give them an opportunity here to tie this football game up, put some points on the board.
And for the first time tonight, Alliance does punt it away. It's fielded by Harmon back at the 15. Harmon down the sideline, has some room. Makes a move to the 40. Will Harmon brings it back almost to midfield. What a return by the...
He's inside the 10-yard line. Ball's going to be marked at the 8 as he runs out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd and...
The punt, 4:04. Line drive, and it's going to be caught. I believe that's Seaman around the right side. He's across the 20, the 15, the 5, 10, touchdown.
And of course the flag is down. It's going to be one of the worst calls of the night. Colton Doherty buried his guy at the top of the screen on a good block, on a legal block.
And they're snaps the ball. It's Hanzu for the carry. Not sure if he got enough there for the first down. It's going to be 4th and short for the Tigers. Here comes the field goal unit, led by Jack Litton. He's 2 for 2 on field goal attempts this year with a long of 38, so well within his range right here. It looks like it's going to be an 18-yarder. Or no, not an 18-yarder. Ball is spotted at the 8. So ball 15, 25, so well within his range.
Goes on a hold, waiting to kick.
Oh. Tried to get East to jump, didn't work. False start on the Tigers. So that's going to back them up. It's going to turn this field goal attempt, if they decide to do a field goal attempt. It's going to be a 29-yard field goal attempt here for Litton. Ball snapped, down, kick is up. It's good. 29-yard field goal. Jack Litton puts the Tigers up 18-6 here in the fourth quarter. So Jack Litton caps off another Tigers offensive drive with a 29-yard field goal, or 29-yard field goal attempt. And we'll be back after a quick break.
Attention fans, we need your help to keep our stadium clean and enjoyable for everyone.
1st and 10 from the 26. Webster hands off to Fritchie. He's going around in. He's got a couple blocks, and he's rumbling out of bounds. It looked like he was face masked, but a nice run of at least.
Jackson in the shotgun on 1st down. Throws it to Hawkins out of the backfield on a wheel route complete. Makes a move to the left sideline to about the 50, where he's brought down by Mayhew. That's a pickup of 4 yards. Hawkins' second catch of the night. And it is going to be spotted right at midfield with 17 seconds left on the clock. And we'll see if Alliance just lets this run into the fourth quarter. Easy switch of the football here, Jared. Switching fields, just switch sides. Don't even have to move the football. How about that?
No. Well, they might. I mean, and they are going to be content as the third quarter is going to run out. You're right.
All right, it's 36-28. Alliance on top. 12 minutes of football left when we come back.
We sell taste one bite at a time.
He's going to be practicing this week. Big disappointment for the youngster because I know he wanted to come out there and play tonight.
But Conneaut was able to say, hey, brother, we got you. Went out there. They put up the most points they have this season so far, 38.
And that's, you got your emergence of Cedeno there, and when they get Turner back, boy, that's going to be an offense to contend with. Hand off to their Ben Jackson. Rumbles forward for the first down.
Huge play because Camel's been doing a really good job of just draining that clock. They've been snapping every ball inside 10 seconds. And they've taken a lot of time off the clock, running the ball very well. QB sneak up the middle. Gonna get in for a touchdown. Camel scores again, makes it 18-6, pending an extra point. 8:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
That is not what the Blue Devils wanted to see happen there. They were hoping for a big stop. In fact, it's funny how fast things change, right?
Yeah.
You know, right before this touchdown, you know, Nate ran that one all the way down for a touchdown. It got called back, and next thing you know, the points flopped the other way. So the game changes quick.
Two-point attempt. Running to the left side. Not going to get it with a penalty on the field. We're going to go on Camel. So 2-point conversion, no good. It's going to send us to a break. We'll be right back.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of
Depot. We believe replacing your windows shouldn't be a hassle.
28-yard burst. Webster looking like he was earlier in the first half, strong as ever, putting the Falcon offense on his back. Shotgun formation. Twins up top. Lundy takes the snap. He cuts it on in, and he's going to pick up a couple yards there on that sneak.
It's 2 for 5 on positive yardage tonight now.
Silver lining.
Not his fault. Not his fault, though. Webster
That ball's fumbled. And the Spartans recover. But we have a flag. I just think that Webster did not get the handle on that one to Jackson, and the ball fumbled forward. And it is indeed Conneaut ball.
Wow.
At the 15.
Oh. That is a tough one with 6 minutes remaining, down 17. This is a tall, tall task for these Falcons on homecoming night 2025.
1st and 10 from the 15. Stiltner and shotgun Bowles next to him. The handoff. No, it's a fake. He makes a heck of a fake. And what a pass.
Aaron Johnson.
Biscuit in the basket. Number 7.
That's Aaron Johnson, tight end for the Spartans, taking the place of Ryan Turner tonight.
Wow. Boy, did he go up for that.
Definitely. That's a big man.
Absolutely fantastic catch. Stiltner had all the time in the world there, looked strong, and delivered it. He put it right in that basket there. Conneaut hands off the Bulls. He's going across field, cuts it upfield, cuts it back in, and he is down at the 46, 47-yard line. And 55, Brody Dietrich. And Schweitzer, Rock Schweitzer with the tackle there with Brody Dietrich. So you have 2nd down and 4, appears to be.
Man, this Conneaut offense, they came out here.
There's Bowles.
Here we go again.
Look at that burst. He hits the circle button, and he's tackled at the 30.
Slicing and dicing. Isaiah Bowles.
Well, Mr. Bowles says, hey, QB1, I see what you're doing. I want some of that action. 31-yard line. The Spartans on the move again. There's the snap. Hands it off. Bowles taken down at the 25-yard line. Carson DeValley with the tackle there.
Man, about under 5 minutes to go here, down 17. What we thinking?
I'm thinking that you're going to see a lot of Bulls here.
Definitely.
And Steven Kessler gets that handoff, and he's taken down. And Shank.
Interesting fact about Shank, he also plays right tackle. Man, that's 2 different position groups right there,
That's
man.
crazy. Well, 3rd and 4.
But hey, you got to play what you're best at. And Coach Roy obviously thinks he's best at safety and right tackle.
So you got Stiltner in the backfield with, or Kessler in the backfield with Stiltner there. And Stiltner threads the needle. Just money.
Man, he's been on point.
Evan Vendetti. He just stuck that right into his abdomen. It's like right there like a dart.
Stiltner has shown accuracy, the arm, and it shows for it. 3 touchdowns, 1 rushing on the ground. Maybe he could get a 4th one right here.
Into the 5. It's a touchdown for J.R. Jackson. but there is a flag all the way back at the 37. I think it's coming back.
Yeah, judging by the look on the offensive lineman for Alliance.
Snap the hands to Kessler, and he's taken down inside the 5. And Brock Schweitzer with his, I want to say, his second or third tackle here this game. And Kessler doing a nice job there filling in for Bowles, giving him a breather. And I think at this point, Coach Dobrin is not going to risk Bowles getting injured. And maybe, it's time to get some of these youngsters in there.
And we have a score update. Geneva, 42-14 with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Stiltner, hands off. Oh, no, another fake. Wow. He rolls around the waggle, and he scoots into the end zone.
2 rushing, 3 passing, 5 total tonight.
Touchdown, Stiltner. Colby Stiltner. Who is this kid? Where did he come from? Oh, yeah.
Man.
He's a Conneaut guy.
Where are they giving these kids out in Conneaut? What a game from Stiltner tonight.
And Stiltner, he's got his guy wide open there. 2-point touchdown. Evan Vendetti.
Man. And, unfortunately for the Falcons, 46-21?
46-21.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a Conneaut win tonight, George. This game started off with fireworks, but Conneaut came out here in the second half, and they have put up, what is that? Sorry, my brain's calculating here. That would be 25 points unanswered from the Spartans offense tonight.
It's, again, you're missing a lot of your playmakers. It's a valiant effort by these Falcons.
Definitely.
Just to be able to stay upright at this point.
Before
too much firepower out of the Spartans.
Before everything started to unravel, Jefferson was up in this game 15-7. Don't forget that.
That whatever happened off the track, that's obviously for a school administrator to have to deal with. But that obviously changed the complexity of the game.
Definitely.
We're going to leave that off. Nope. We don't want to discuss that.
We will not be discussing that.
But that changed the game.
You can talk to your friends and you can find out yourself.
Here's the kick, and it's Fritchie taken again. And look at him find a seam, and he just barrels over a Spartan or two.
I'm going to...
It's down to the 34.
I'm going to expect the Falcons to get some of these younger guys out here, maybe get them more experience. Looks like Webster's still going to go in that quarterback, but, man... Tough one tonight here on homecoming night for the Falcons. Two years in a row they lost their homecoming game. Of course, last year the barn burner against Lakeside. They scored in the final 30 seconds. Devin Miller. And then now this year, unfortunately, a second half collapse.
Well, in theory,
in theory, everybody stays healthy and everything, goes how it was when they were up 15-7.
Webster takes it up the middle for 2.
This game would definitely be...
Another hold penalty comes in on reserve.
You paid by the flag or the game?
At this point, I don't know. It's not hourly, because that could have been...
They're down there, they're watching a completely different game than we are, right?
That's true.
And it's easy to sit up here and
Monday quarterback
it, right? But they've got a completely different view, right? And maybe some of these holds are pretty violent. I don't know. Looks like they.
There's no penalty on the play. Second down.
There we go. See? Just think positive.
Second down and 14. Nate Alexander in motion. Quick pass here to Nate and drops it. As that play's been there all night, just been a little bit behind him.
Still a catchable ball.
Yes.
Definitely a catchable ball. I'm sure he wants that one back, but Yeah, that he saw the end zone's what he saw.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, you get into this
They
situation.
don't convert here. Irving in the shotgun. Snaps the ball. Little pop pass, number 9. That's going to be James Nicholson Kimbrough, the second for the 2-point conversion. So that makes it 18-14. Howland still leads here in the fourth quarter. And we have a game, folks. We have a game. 4:37 remaining in this one.
Fourth and 4. Huge play here for both sides of the ball. Reserve needs it. Camel would like to stop him.
Really is a make or break it play for both of them here, right?
Yes, it is. Kroot opens up. Calls for it. Give to Sorensky. Sorensky up the middle. I think he's going to get enough for the first down. And that's what the officials say. Whew. Big sigh of relief for all Western Reserve fans.
Well, I tell you what, that just shows you the confidence that the coach has in him, right? He's had a couple drops today, and
quick
course
snap
we got
here, and it's going to be called back. Probably for an illegal formation.
If I was a betting man, would that coach really trust him, right?
Yeah. Don't sound the sirens just yet.
It might be a little premature celebration over there.
Illegal participation on the defense.
Oh!
This will be a set on the kickoff.
So the touchdown will count for the Western Reserve Blue Devils.
Now we can send those sirens up with confidence.
Send those sirens off, baby. Extra.
What was that penalty?
I have never heard it before in my life. I have no idea.
Illegal participation?
Sure.
I think that's what he said.
I think that's what he said too. See, this is where we need the rule expert.
We're going to have a long talk with him tonight.
Snap, good, hold good. Kick is in Columbiana County. Western Reserve, 13. Camel has the lead though, 18-13. 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Camel will receive the ball right after this.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Square.
Maybe a cramp.
Right by the goalpost there. 9:10 to go here in the game. It's 42-28. Alliance on top. We'll be right back.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org.
I knew I was getting a good one tonight, folks. These two teams, it's going to be a special one, obviously. Howland looking to get back into the win column. 4-game losing streak since their season-opening win over Niles. A 10-8 win at Bo Ryan Stadium. We have a player down on the field. We'll take another quick break.
Number 64, Sebastian Hernandez.
How did things ever get so far with your high heating bills? You should have come to me. And if you had come to me, I could have told you to call Michael at MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. Michael is one of my trusted friends, and he will now be one of your friends. MP Vivo will take care of everything with a 96% high-efficiency furnace from Rude. Call MP Vivo for a free estimate at 330-259-048.
This could be a loss on the play there.
Low snap.
Monroe did a nice job of fielding it. And it's going to be 3rd and 15 now for Salem.
It is very fortunate to be able to get back onto that football is Monroy.
8:38 left in the game here. Salem now has a 3rd and 15 at the Alliance 27-yard line. Monroy throws it across his body, incomplete. Intended receiver was Maxton Ellis. Alliance was bringing some pressure, and Monroy couldn't connect. And now Salem has a 4th down They need to get to the 12-yard line of Alliance to continue this drive here. Down 2 scores, 8:26 on the clock. See what they dial up here. On 4th down. Play clock at 5. Just get it off in time. Monroy back to pass. Fires it over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Harmon, and it was batted down by Fast. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. So the Quakers get their best field position start of the night, and they come away empty-handed and still find themselves down 2 scores.
Yeah, just nothing able to get going on that drive, Matt. Unfortunately, a couple passes that one knocked down in the end zone. Another one falls incomplete. Just really nothing going there offensively for the Quakers.
See what Alliance does here offensively with this 2-score lead. Assuming they're just going to run the football. Jackson gives the ball to Hawkins. Hawkins makes a few moves. And he's going to get a gain of 3 on that carry. Kevin Blackburn on the stop for the Quakes. It's going to be actually a gain of 5 as Hawkins now officially over the 100-yard mark now. 19 carries, 103 yards. It's been kind of a tale of 2 players for each team. You have Hawkins and Jackson, who are almost like a 2-headed monster out of that backfield, and same with Salem with Monroy and Cana. But the Aviators have had the slight edge here tonight as Jackson calls his own number and backs in for a gain of a few. And it's going to be a 3rd down situation for this Alliance offense. No gain on that carry for Jackson. Alliance will be home next week against Carrollton to face the Warriors. Trying to escape the Quakers here. Another hard count, and the Quakers jump off. 3rd time tonight, Salem has fallen victim to the hard count, and this one's going to be a 1st down for Alliance and move the chains with 6:56 to go in the game.
Yeah, and that was a tough one, Matt, because you just said it. It moves the chains and gives a fresh new set of downs here for Alliance, who can run 3 more run plays and work off a lot more clock.
Salem running out of time here in the 4th quarter. J.R. Jackson hands the ball off to Hawkins, and he's blown up in the backfield there. Lucas Haran with a nice tackle for a loss on that play. And it's going to be a loss of 5, maybe 6 yards. 2nd down and 15.
If you're Alliance here, anything that'll keep that clock moving is beneficial to your cause at this point.
2nd down and long. Jackson pump fakes, throws it to the sideline, complete, has a man. And that is Nicholson down the sideline, close to a 1st down. Markham on the stop for Salem. That's going to be a pickup of 14 yards for Nicholson. And it's now 3rd and 1 for Alliance with 5:15 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Salem in desperate need here, Matt, of a stop.
It's been 1 turnover here tonight, and that was a Salem fumble. on a drive here in the second half, as J.R. Jackson's going to wrangle his way for a 4-yard pickup and move the chains once again. And the drive continues. Ball at midfield. 4:50 now and counting. So it looks like right now Sam's going to run out of time here. They had opportunities in the second half. Talk about that fumble on the one drive and coming up empty with great field position here in the fourth quarter. But nonetheless, they showed a lot of spirit and fight here tonight against a very good Alliance team. Hawkins looking to break a big one. He does. Crosses the 35 to the 30. Hawkins gets up the field where he's forced out of bounds at the 25. And that's the biggest gain of the night for Rayvon Hawkins. 25 yards on his 21st carry. And it's Alliance first down. One carries, 123 yards now for Hawkins to go along with 3 scores on the ground. Clock has stopped with 4:17 to go. Alliance has got to hurry to get this off before it'll delay a game. They do just in time. Hawkins tries to find a hole. There's nowhere to go. He's brought down for a loss on the play. On the stop for the Quakes there was Caleb Cutlip, the senior defensive lineman. And it's going to be second down and 15 on the loss here for Hawkins. Ball at the 30.
Clock inside of 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Alliance, no urgency necessary to their offense, what they're doing right now. They want to work as much clock as they can.
Hawkins up the field as he is tackled, but it looked like it might have been a horse collar.
There's
a late flag is thrown in as he got inside the 30. As the officials are going to huddle and talk about this one. I think it's going to be against Salem. I definitely did jinx us when we were talking about how clean this game was overall played until this last fourth quarter, end of the third.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit messy. I'm not talking about Lionel.
Lionel. Oh.
Same thing.
I mean, yeah. However you prefer to pronounce it. Yeah, it is a horse collar. You are correct.
So it'll be an automatic first down for Alliance. Actually, no, it's it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I believe personal foul.
It's going to place the ball at the 15. And the clock is now running once again, 3:15 remaining as Alliance finds themselves in the red zone here in the fourth quarter. Up 2 scores. Hawkins makes a move. Hawkins inside the 5, spins his way into the end zone, but another flag is thrown. Actually, 2 flags back around the line of scrimmage. I think this is another touchdown coming back for Alliance.
Yeah. Just, again, hands on hips, disgust from the offensive line here.
And it is a hold against Alliance. So take another touchdown off the board on a flag. 3 minutes now left in the game.
Anthony Artwig, Scotty Mitchell back with you. Audible Call brought to you by Athletics, and we are live from Athletics as well. Athletics and their sponsorship is why we can bring you this awesome slate of Friday night football games live to you for free. Scotty, it's been a good night. It's been a good night of Week 6 football. Some surprises, some blowouts, some close games still to be had.
Yeah, for sure. We always like the surprises that we get. Like you said, some games, got out of hand there, but another really good week overall.
Right now we're on Salem Alliance. We just switched to Howland and East. Howland up by 4 in the fourth quarter. And Salem is trailing Alliance 42-28. Is that what I remember right? Yeah, 42-28. But Alliance has the ball and they're in positive territory. So we'll keep the last couple games that are close live for you on the Audible Call until they're over. And then reminder that you can watch the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard Show a little bit later on, starting about 10 o'clock, and we'll go up until 11, where the OT report at WFMJ will take over as well. So make sure to tune into that, the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Joe Dickey Electric. We're going to turn ourselves down for the final time tonight, go back to our announcers as we close out the last couple competitive games of the evening.
About 5 yards on
not
that
much.
carry. Look like you got more than that. 2:48 now on the clock. Another hard count and another offsides for Salem.
Just not watching the ball here. So in this one, Matt, that's the fourth time tonight.
So the ball now at the 13-yard line. It's 3rd and 7 for Alliance here offensively in the closing minutes of the game. J.R. Jackson going to throw it. Flush out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run it, and he's going to find the end zone for 6 more. 12-yard touchdown run there for J.R. Jackson. His second rushing touchdown of the night. And another extra point on the way here for Alliance.
Extra point would push this to a 21-point ball game.
Not 20, but 21.
Yeah.
Big extra point on the way here for Alliance.
There is a penalty marker in the back of the end zone. And why not? Touchdown will count, though. This will be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Alliance. Be assessed on the kickoff. Not sure of the reasoning.
It's been about a 50-50 opportunity here for Alliance. Extra point. This one's up, and this one is good. 49-28. Alliance on top of Salem with 2:41 remaining. And this game has been a lot closer than what the score indicates, that's for sure.
Yeah. Salem, as we've talked about, has had plenty of opportunity, Matt. Just unfortunately unable to capitalize on those opportunities.
So the 3-game winning streak for Salem will be snapped. But again, we wanted to see how they would play against a team like Alliance that is probably similar to Poland.
Yeah, we getting all fired up.
You look at Alliance, they smacked Streetsboro a few weeks back, 46-13. That was in week 3 on the
in the fourth quarter. Play action pass, screen to Sorensky. Sorensky trying to make some men miss. And that's been the sum of the night for Western Reserve as Sorensky had a green grass in front of him but runs into his own guy. Going to be 4th down and short here. 2:30 to go. Toss to Sorensky. He gets.
Looks like he might get it. You got a guy on the other side of the field trying to tell you where to spot the ball from 40 yards away. Guy's 6 feet away and watched it happen.
Western Reserve gets the first down. 2:05 to go in the 4th.
Though I'm starting to voice my frustrations here, and it's not a one-way thing, right? It's been kind of an all-night kind of thing for me here on both sides of the ball.
First down and 10. Minute and 50 to go. Crute calls for it. Low snap. Has to corral it and just heaves one up to Goddard. Incomplete. 1:41 on the clock. 2nd down and 10.
Got to be kind of confident about that pass like that, right? I get it. You don't want to take the sack, right? But you want to get that ball. If your receiver's covered, throw it into his feet, call it a day, and move on, live the fight again. But just to lob one up in the air there, that's scary.
There's a meme that goes around. It's every football season when an NFL quarterback that's not so good has a stellar wide receiver, and they just heave it up down there and like, screw it, he's down there somewhere. That's the kind of pass that was.
Right. He's going to get it for us.
Crute throwing in Alexander complete. And great job by Alexander corralling that one as he got the boom laid.
Instantly, too.
Yes.
I mean, a quarter of a second.
1:30 to go here in the game. Low snap between Crute's legs. Crute has to get it and just heave it out of bounds. Incomplete. 1:14 to go in 5 now.
It's about the 10th low snap we've had tonight over here. Then you kind of get yourself in that position. Do you start lower to expect to get the ball down low, and next thing you know, it's over your head and you can't react to it. So one of those things I'm sure we'll be working on, next week at practice again. Even though they've done it all year, they're gonna keep grinding at home because repetition is everything when it comes to snap.
4th down and 5. Crute takes it. Calls his own number up the middle. Looks like he's going to get the first down. The officials are saying so. 1 minute to go here in this one. Crute gets the snap, met with immediate pressure. He heaves this one downfield.
Not sure what the flag was. It just popped in there.
Back 5 yards. 4-point lead the Blue Devils have.
Long game here tonight in Lisbon as this game has been going on for well over 2 hours, almost 3 hours. Number 12, William Capella is back to kick for Valley Christian, while number 23 and 24, Devin Kelly and Ashton Hinchcliffe are back to receive for Lisbon as it's a squib kick. Taken by one of Lisbon's upmen to about the 47, 48-yard line.
About a 10-yard return, and ball will be spotted at the Valley Christian. Correction, ball will be spotted at the Lisbon 48-yard line. First down and 10, the Blue Devils with 10:52 remaining in the 4th quarter. Lisbon winning 31-27.
10:52 remaining in the game. We have Valley Christian down 27-31 by the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils with the ball at their own 48.
One receiver to the bottom of the screen. Make that 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Grant Miner in the shotgun. 1 back to his right. Hands it off to the Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe pushes out around over the 50 down to about the 48 of Valley Christian.
Stop by number 9, Brooklyn Lott of the Eagles.
Last couple of drives, Lisbon has stalled out by going their first drive of the opening half going 4 and out. Second drive going 4 and out. Will they result in the same thing on this drive? Will they score? It's been the big key, this thing we've been wondering here in this game so far, the second half. As there was no score here in the third quarter.
Hinchcliffe the lone back, along with Miner in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff to Hinchcliffe, and he darts ahead up to close to the 35, inside the 40 to the 36. That'll be a Blue Devil first down. Oh, we have another injury as a Valley Christian Eagle is down on the field.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to our Boardman location and pregame with us with dollar beers starting at 3 p.m. Also want to stay and watch the game? We'll have it live for you. That's Coca's Pizza Boardman. We serve it hot.
Right.
Well, yours gets tripled tonight.
We get all these extra bottles of water is what I get, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy being up here.
Early onside kick. Sorensky kicks it. It's going to go right to one of the Camel up men. Two kneel downs. And it'll be the game.
Miner snaps the ball, hands it off to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe up to inside the 35 to about the 34. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
2nd down 8 for the Blue Devils from the 34-yard line of Valley Christian.
Nine minutes remaining on the clock, 20 on the play clock.
Miner with the keeper, up to the left. Taken down by number 0, number 1.
Looks to be good for a first down, and they do. They move the chains with the Blue Devils first down.
That was King Swigert and Jeffrey Lampkin there on the tackle.
8:34 remaining. 25 on the play clock. Blue Devils using some good clock management here.
Miner in the gun with the handoff to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe up the middle, dives to about the 20-yard line to make it a 2nd and 5 for Lisbon on the 20-yard line. Lisbon's leading Valley Christian, 7:52 remaining in the fourth quarter, 31-27. Valley Christian has no timeouts remaining as Lisbon has all 3.
Elijah Brown comes in from the sideline for Vrabel. Still have Devin Kelly and Hinchcliffe in the backfield. Minor from the shotgun, 7:25 remaining. Hands it off to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe straight ahead. Gets inside the 15, close to the 10. That'll move the chains again. Looks to be marked at the 14.
Just outside, first and goal for Lisbon as they look to be knocking even farther down into the red zone.
Valley Christian at 13-yard line.
Minor in the gun. Kelly to the right. Hinchcliffe behind. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. With the hand or pitch to number 20.
To Newbold. Newbold gets close to the 5
as there is a flag on the play on the near sideline. As number 20, Wyatt Newbold is taken by a couple of Valley Christian defenders. We'll find out what this flag is here in a second. From the expression of the Lisbon quarterback, it looks to be on Lisbon.
6:38 remaining on the clock. Lisbon up 31-27. It's real important for them to get the score in here with their clock management running off the clock. It does them no good if they don't score.
Yeah, they only have one choice as of right now, and that's to go for it because as we've seen in the past 3 quarters, well, the first half from what we've seen is Lisbon's kicker has been very inconsistent tonight. He's missed the last 3 field goals here in this game. He is 1 for 4 on the night when it came to PATs.